The creative process is this indescribable journey. It's something you have to look in hindsight to fully understand because when you're living through it, it just doesn't make sense. It almost feels like you did a bunch of side quests that have nothing to do with the main plot of your story. Even if you try to predict your outcome, you'll soon realize how impossible that is, and you become paralyzed with the unlimited possibilities. It looks so different from person to person, but in a way, they all seem similar. I bring my camera everywhere, but I try not to use it all the time, if that makes sense. Whenever I take a photo or film something, it's because I was already enjoying it to begin with. Then I decided to capture it. Most of the time, I don't actively go out looking for scenes to film unless I'm trying to tell a story from my personal experiences. Alright, so I can't speak for everyone, but the only way I know how to create is by reflecting on my own personal life experiences and incorporating that somehow in my art. There's a creative process to that. I think people are so sucked up into coming up with ideas and filming everything that they forget to live their life. And that's the most important part. When it comes to creating anything, you have to plant a seed. And then you plant more seeds. Those seeds then need life experiences to grow. Over time, you live your life while constantly thinking about your ideas. Unconsciously, this feeds it. Eventually, it starts to grow little by little. Most of the time, you don't know what the final idea will be. Even when it seems obvious, it can still morph into a new concept. And something you learn very quickly as a creative, some of your ideas take longer to grow, and some don't ever grow to a full project. And that's okay. It may still be the foundation of another forest of ideas that lead into a bigger project. As I'm filming this, part of the creative process is trying to figure out how long the video is going to be. And one way I do that is by recording voice notes. This kind of helps me gauge like how much time the video is going to be. And I'm always so surprised on how inaccurate I am when it comes to timing. I either overestimate or I underestimate how long the video is going to be. I'm recording this now and I don't even know how long it's going to be, so you'll know before I do. So, how do you feed your idea so that it grows? You just have to live your life. It seems obvious, but it's hard to be patient. You might feel the need to constantly be productive and do things that you think are best for your story. But as a creative, everything is part of the process. We draw inspiration from everything we do. We just have to be true to ourselves. Let yourself be curious. Go explore. Go look at art. Go stare at a tree. Go hang out with other creatives. Or go hang out by yourself. Or just do nothing. Anything to help your mind function at its natural state is a good thing. Sometimes you have to take a step back and be still. Let yourself process everything going on in your life. Being comfortable in your own thoughts is a beautiful thing. Storytelling is about painting a picture with the details you take from life. But how can you paint a full picture if all you're looking for is just big plot points? Details like seeing someone in a musical flow state, or the way people interact with each other at a park, or the way people look at each other when they're in love. How about describing the color of tulips during spring in New York City? It's the little details that matter. The natural flow of life. It's the subtle movements and the things people do unconsciously that make it real. All this is part of the journey. It's those everyday interactions that build the whole story. It creates a complete image of a person or a place. Sometimes you don't know what you're looking for, and life tells you exactly what you find most interesting. And that's how you tell your story. I guess this way.